Happy Friday, everyone. I am back with a brand new video today. Praxis versus the world. I think this is already week 6. Time just flies. I can't believe that. Today we're at Xenia Rotary. I don't play this course very often, but this is one of the courses we played for the Luna versus the world. This is a pretty short course, but on that back 9, it gets pretty technical. So you can get into some trouble, and with it being all grown in, I'm sure the lines are gonna be that much tighter. So we're gonna see what we can do. We got hole 1, $1.75. Looks like maybe this is an island green now. They got flags up. I don't think I said. The score to beat is 2 under. So not too bad. We can definitely do that. Stay away from the bogeys. There's a lot of birdies out here to be had. Get over there. Oh, outside the island. There we go. I knew one was gonna be parked. I'm sure this little island is like a league thing. They even have a drop zone painted, so that's pretty cool. At least, you know, with this hole being only 175 feet dead straight, at least this gives you some danger. I think it's a pretty good idea, plus the elevated basket. Hole 2, 235 up this giant hill. Really, the tee shot just needs to hit that hill. Try to scoot up it. I don't think I've ever birdied this one, but maybe we can get a long look at it. Like that. Drop. Get a good kick. So that's gonna be too far left. You pitch up the hill and you're taking par. I feel blessed that I don't have to go in the thick stuff though. Got a little flex forehand up the hill. Hole 3, 250 feet downhill. You have a gap on the left. You also have a gap on the right that's a little tighter. Typically, if I throw backhand, I'd want to hit that gap on the right, filter down the hill. But honestly, today, I think I'm feeling the forehand. The basket is basically lined up with this row of trees. I love it. That's perfect. That should be parked. I didn't know this, but there's actually an OB line left on this gravel path. I had no idea that was there. Luckily, it didn't come into play for us, and we're in for 2 under. Hopefully we can shoot a hot round out here, but these are the easier holes of the course. Wait till we get to the back 9. Check out hole 4 here, 235, pretty low ceiling through the gap. There is a mando on both sides of these trees, so they want you going through the trees. If you don't make it, it does look like maybe they have another drop zone. Very cool. That'll do. Should scoot to the basket too. Hole 5, 270 feet is what the tee sign says. This is just a big hyzer around the corner. Put you way out there, so hopefully you can see the basket and the shot. If I have a good throw with the Praxis, I should be able to reach it. All right, start fading hard, please. That's gonna be a long putt. I landed right between both pin positions here, but we got pin high. I think we're inside circle, just right in. Oh, didn't quite get it there. I always wonder if this hole was different at one point because the tee pad makes no sense. It goes right to the creek. We're actually throwing more left, and I think I'm gonna try the forehand once again. Kind of flattened up, but yeah, the creek is really flowing today. There's a few holes that creek comes into play, and I don't want to lose my Praxis. So on those holes, I might have to throw that greenish one, the like bright yellow, bright green, whatever it is, just in case. Forehand's feeling good today. If you're enjoying the content, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. We just came off of doing dailies. We did 30 videos in a row. So if you're new here, there's tons of content for you still to watch. But if you are here and you're not subscribed, consider helping out the channel and hitting that subscribe button. We got hole 7 here, 255 feet downhill, bends the corner right. If I throw a low enough and straight enough shot, I can get a long look at this one. So maybe a tiny bit of Annie, but mainly just going straight. Try to get a skip. Oh, that's way too low. Yeah, that's not a look at all. I don't know how fast that creek comes up behind the basket. So I don't know if I want to give this a full run or not. I mean, this is pretty far anyway. I doubt my putt gets there regardless. Or maybe it does. Oh my gosh, that almost went in. That would have been shocking. I didn't really mean to give it that good of a run. I think this is the shortest hole on the course, 140 feet. I typically just pitch a forehand up there, hopefully take the birdie. The creek is right behind the basket, so you definitely can't give it an ace run right now. Just lay up short, take your birdie. I'm definitely gonna go with that other Praxis. Oh, it's not fading. That's gonna be like a death putt. All right, I just can't bounce off of the basket and start rolling. There's an OB line painted, but the water doesn't come up too quickly, so we should be able to get our putter if we do roll in. Yes, there's those yeses again. I feel like I should start U-disc because I'm gonna forget my score. I'm pretty sure I'm 5 under par right now. Hole 9 is gonna bend the corner around the right. The creek is over here on the right side. There's definitely some gaps that you could go over the creek and get there. I'm not gonna do that today because there's no point. I'm shooting well right now. I'm just gonna try to pitch one around the corner, pitch it up, take the par. Wow, that was really close. If that ended up hitting those trees on the left, there's a good chance that kicks OB. So got lucky there. I landed right up against this tree, so it's a little awkward lie. Could easily go backhand, which is probably what I should throw, but I kind of want to go forehand because I want to give it a run. Pretty much how I wanted to play the hole. Got a little sketchy off the tee, but we're going to be in for par, so we're happy. All right, this next hole is going to be our scariest tee shot with the water, I think. We got to go downhill. The water's going to be on our right. A group just threw into the water, so that makes me a little bit more nervous. Just throw a hyzer out to the middle. That's what our plan is. This is the hole, hole 10, 290 feet. You can't see the water, but it comes up quick on the right. They're letting me throw because they are currently fishing out their disc. I'm just going to try to stay as far away from that water as possible. Yep, my plan is just to jump putt this to the basket. Hopefully it sits, as long as it doesn't catch edge. All right, textbook, exactly how we wanted to play the hole. Just don't get too fancy. I just tapped it out. It sat right next to the basket. Just wanted to get out of those guys' way. You know, I said the last one was pretty scary. This one's probably scarier because it's a tighter gap. So if you do hit early, right into the water. But 270 feet, dead straight down the tunnel. We're not getting there. Get off that tree. Oh, that is unbelievable. That, of course, never came into my head once that I'd hit that. Do I risk running it and going OB? Or do I just lay up and take the bogey? There's no OB line here, so I think we're safe. Our first bogey of the day. That's what this back nine will do to you. Honestly, that was just a stupid mistake. Look at this hole. Pretty short, basket's kind of on the left. You have a lot to miss here. Tiny gap. Oh, we got to kick left. Wasn't too great of a throw, but it's down there. We might have a putt. Maybe we can get that bogey back. Slopes to the left, so definitely don't want to airball this and hyzer out. We're back. Hole 13, potentially our longest hole. Actually, 18 might be longer. 18 plays longer for sure uphill, but hole 13, 330. It's a par 4 though, because there is no real way to get to the basket on your drive. At least I'd be pretty shocked. It would be a fantastic shot. So if this basket's in the long position, it's gonna play a lot harder. It's gonna play longer than 330. But if it's in short and we have a good drive, I like our chances. I wanna hit this left gap on a little bit of anhyzer. See if we can flex around it. Yep, just like that. This course is really interesting because I feel like you can come out here and shoot a really solid round and the course feels easy. After all the holes are pretty short. You can see most of the baskets, so it just feels easy. Or you can come out here and have a terrible time. I mean, I've come out here and hit every tree imaginable. And it's like, why am I even playing this course? It's that bad. But today we're doing pretty good so far. Let's see how we can manage on this par 4. I'm definitely not getting to this basket from here. I mean, there's no point in trying. So with that, we'll just throw a forehand out to the center. Don't fade too much, just sit. Yeah, perfect. Part of me wants to try to make it, but I know if I roll down that hill, I'm gonna be so mad. All right, we'll try to make it now. Oh, it actually stayed up there, which is surprising after hitting the basket. Some of these hills are pretty sketchy to go up, so if you come out here and it just rained, be be really careful. Hole 14 is all about just hitting this tunnel, maybe on a little bit of hyzer. If you hit the line, it tends to filter right to the basket, which is slightly left of the tee pad. Like, that should be pretty good. Honestly, it might be a little deep or it's parked. One of the two. Yes. Just feels like I've gotten so much better from last year. Like when we were doing Luna versus the World to now, it's like night and day, it feels like. I'm not where I want to be, but I have gained so much control over the putter shots. With the Luna, I felt like I was, you know, there was days I was on, no doubt. But other days, I was just praying it went where I wanted it to go. This is a pretty big shot. Hole 15 uphill, 235. You can go right at it through this little V. Or oftentimes I actually like to throw the hyzer. I don't think I'm gonna get there anyway with the Praxis. So just throw the hyzer, get up on the second hill, pitch up and get the par. Oh, that was close. But we're on the second tier. Oh, we're past it. That's an uphill putt. All right, screw it. I'm gonna try to make it. Hit cage. Stayed though. Man, that's far up there. Hole 16 is another hard one to film. 160 feet downhill. Basket is a little left. You won't be able to see it from here. Glad I came out early because it's getting hot. Just a baby backhand. It'll fade all the way down to the basket. A lot of times you end up long just because of how downhill it is. Might be a little short. I think we make that. Little left. Look at that. That's nasty. We got 2 to play. I think I'm 6 or 7 down, one of the 2. Hole 17, 230 feet. There is a creek that runs through the middle here, maybe, I don't know, 70 feet off of the tee pad. I have been known to hit these trees before the creek a lot, so I'm gonna go with this guy just in case. Oh, it's gonna be too stable maybe. Being on the left of that big tree by the basket, it's typically jail. So we might have a line, we might not. I'm happy we're past the creek, and at worst, we take par. You can see exactly what I was talking about now. We did manage to give ourselves a little gap, little window. How do I miss low on this? Twice. That was a golden opportunity there. Sick putt. Holy moly. He must be really used to people. Oh, just kidding. We didn't go too far though. We've made it to hole 18, 360 feet up this hill, and then it's like a 90-degree left where the basket is. This first shot, I'm just trying to get to the bottom of the hill. Nope. Oh, Max. Fade. That's like one of my first errant shots today, I feel like. That's been really bad. I have no idea how I got this far up the hill off of that shot. I feel like I could almost attack the basket. It's a little cut off though. That didn't fade at all. I thought that would fade and be like right in the middle, and it just like went up in the air and dropped. I don't know. Oh, it's good. Right next to the basket. Somehow managed to get the par there. Not sure how. All right, guys, there it was. Praxis versus Xenia Rotary. 7 under. If I did my U-disc right, I started it late, but I think we were 7 under. 1 bogey even. So I felt like that was a heater of a round with only a Praxis. Like I'm pretty happy about that. Beat the Luna by 5. I'm gonna have to be playing terrible for the Luna to win at this point, I think. But very happy that I feel more confident in my putter shots, and they've gotten so much better. And this series has really shown that, at least for myself. So hope you guys are enjoying it. Please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next one.